A father's betrayal can break a daughter's heart, but it can also forge her into a warrior. This is for everyone who watched a parent get replaced and decided to fight back with cold, hard success. While waiting for a delayed flight in an airport lounge, I struck up a conversation with Maya. She had this calm, icy confidence. She told me she was heading back to her hometown for a business meeting, one that would finally settle a decade-old debt with her father and the woman who replaced her mother. Maya's story began in her picture-perfect childhood home, a place filled with warmth and laughter. That was until her father brought home a younger model. This woman wasn't just a guest. She was an invader. With practiced smiles and subtle whispers, she began to poison the well. She'd compliment Maya's mother on a dress, then tell her father how dated it looked. She'd praise a family photo, only to suggest a more modern one without her in it. Slowly but surely, the woman dismantled their family, piece by piece, until Maya's mother was erased from the picture, both literally and figuratively. The divorce was swift and brutal, orchestrated entirely by the new woman's influence. The aftermath was devastating. Maya watched her mother, a woman who had dedicated her life to building a home, move into a tiny, cramped apartment. The contrast was a daily wound. While her mother worried about bills, the new wife was flaunting the family's wealth. She'd post pictures online, draped in jewels, standing in the very rooms Maya grew up in. She drove her mother's old car, redecorated the house, and hosted lavish parties, all bankrolled by the life her mother had built. For Maya, this wasn't just unfair. It was financial abuse, a deliberate and cruel display of power. Seeing her mother's quiet dignity in the face of such public humiliation lit a fire in Maya that would never go out. That fire fueled her through the next 10 years. While other college students were partying, Maya was studying, interning, and networking. She graduated at the top of her class and landed a job at a small, ambitious tech firm. Every late night, every missed holiday, every sacrifice was a step towards her goal. She was laser-focused, climbing the corporate ladder with a speed that left her colleagues breathless. She wasn't just building a career, she was forging a weapon. She rose from an intern to a junior executive, then a director, and finally, the CEO of what had become a major rival to her father's own company. She never told anyone her full name or her history. She was just Maya, the brilliant, ruthless CEO. With her position secure, Maya began the final phase of her plan, the hostile takeover. It was a masterpiece of stealth and strategy. Her father, blinded by arrogance and the comfort of his success, never saw it coming. He was too busy enjoying the fruits of his company to notice the subtle shifts in the market. Maya, using a series of shell corporations and trusted brokers, started buying out his investors one by one. She targeted the disillusioned ones first, those who felt her father had grown complacent. Quietly, secretly, she accumulated shares. Each purchase was a victory, a piece of her family's legacy reclaimed. It took 2 years, but eventually she held the majority stake. She owned him. The climax of her decade-long mission wasn't in a boardroom. It was at the front door of her childhood home. She drove up the familiar driveway, her heart steady. The second wife answered the door, a confused, annoyed look on her face. Before she could speak, Maya smiled, a cold, sharp smile. "Hello," she said, her voice clear and calm. "You might not remember me, but I own this house now. The company you've been living off of, that's mine too. You see, the bank is foreclosing on all personal assets tied to the old ownership, which means you have 30 days to vacate. I'm your new landlord." In that moment, Maya wasn't just reclaiming a house. She was restoring her mother's honor. It wasn't about the money or the power. It was about giving her mother back the dignity that had been so cruelly stolen. Maya's story is a powerful reminder that the best revenge isn't loud or explosive. It's the quiet, undeniable weight of success. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more.